Hello! It is Lacrimosa Rose, your Stardust Guardian and variety streamer. Hi! And yes, there is no horses. I could not get it to work in OBS, same as I could not get Withering Waves to work in OBS on my laptop. So, we're going with the games that I know work. But yeah, we're doing Limbus. Hello everybody, hello. Very sorry about the wait. I decided that I wanted to make some food. So I made myself a PB&J with carrots and applesauce. So I used the game capture on in OBS. Window and game capture don't work. Oh. See, these are bits of information that I do not know and would be very helpful in knowing. That would make a whole lot of sense. Okay. We'll do horse game maybe tomorrow. Once I figure out screen capture. But yeah. We're gonna be playing Limbus. There is an event going on and I want to try and finish it. We shall see. But first we're gonna be doing some chatting while I eat because I have food of an elementary schooler. I have a PB&J, carrots, and applesauce. We're gonna bring OBS over here. Before we move any further, there are two people that I need to thank. I need to thank Nova Cordo for the subscription, and I need to thank Marley Gray for the follow. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoy your time in the Constellation Garden. See, I tried running OBS as administrator when I was trying to set up Withering Waves at one time, and it did not work. But I also didn't know that I had to have it in screen capture as opposed to window or game capture. So I'll have to figure that out and do some test runs to see if it will actually play while I have VBridger, OBS, two web pages open so I can monitor chat, VTube Studio, and then the game itself. Let me see. My favorite way to describe the event with no context is we fighting magical girls and I get confused questions as to what I mean, and I mean what I said. I played the event a little bit off stream. I died. Because I'm still very baby to this game. Like, it's a little confusing, I'm not gonna lie. Also, the boss in that game, or in that event, one of them at the very least, very pretty, very beautiful. Night of Despair is not kind. They are not. But I love the character design for Night of Despair. I absolutely love it. It's so pretty. I'm so sorry, GoPro. I hope your internet sorts itself out. These are walls we're fighting, which is the second highest danger ranking for abnormality. Oh, fuck. See, why did they make the event available for lobies like me? Ba-da-da-da-da. But yeah, we're gonna try and finish Kanto 3 this stream. And if I get bored with Kanto 3, then I'm probably gonna try and do the event. But yeah. So, good question. Probably because not letting you have access to the limited time event and requiring you to go through every Kanto so far would be probably borderline on cruel and unusual. Yeah, fair. Hi, Bug! Much is going on. I'm eating an early-ish lunch. It's 11 for me right now. Which is why the waiting screen was like 10 minutes. Normally I try and do 5 minutes because I feel like that's a fair amount of time to wait. But I made food because I have excellent planning skills. I also knew that I was probably going to get hungry halfway through the stream. And instead of being tempted to buy takeout, decided to make myself food. I mean, it's just a PB&J with carrots and then applesauce. It's nothing too fancy. I was feeling particularly lazy, but I wanted something that was healthy because I do not eat enough veggies. I'm thinking about making stir fry for dinner and snagging some of the ramen noodles that my mom has if she will let me. Bug, you need to eat. Also, it's 8:17 p.m. right now. My goodness, you need to go eat, Bug. Eat. Don't judge, please. Mild judgment. But figured out what's going on with my PC, and we have to boot Windows on a thumb drive instead of on the hard drive. Yay. I don't want that. Take a break. You saw how I was going in on that one Vuptide event about him not sleeping. So I'm going to say this to you, Bug. Take a half-hour break, get something quick to eat, and enjoy your break, and then do the thing. Yeah. So I need to get a thumb drive for my computer that has Windows in it, then boot that up, fix whatever's going on with my PC, and then I should be able to play some higher quality games. I'm actually very excited. I need to figure out a temporary place for it to live until I have a more permanent solution for it. Because I do not want it living on my floor. And having it on my desk makes my desk very crowded. So, at least I got noodles from yesterday. Yee! Preferably something quick and healthy, but if you have leftover food or takeout, then that works just fine too. Like, just make sure you have something in your system so you aren't running purely on fumes. But yeah. Yeah, it's a Windows issue. It's a Windows issue. I can access BIOS. I can access BIOS now. After some tinkering. But now I can't do anything past past like automatic repair, could not repair your PC. I'm like, fuck you. So, yay. These are the risks you take. These are the risks you have when you're buying pre-owned and refurbished PC parts. Yep. So I need to get a USB drive and then do that whole nonsense. I meant to pick one up yesterday, but I was so tired after work that I'm just like, nope, I'm going straight home. So that's what I did. I went home. I just remembered I have ice cream in the freezer. Most likely Windows 11. My sibling knows a place on where we can get Windows 11 cheap. Because why does it have to be freaking $100+ for an activation key? Like, just okay, I'm so dumb for PC stuff. I just let my friends handle the part picking and I pay that. So I knew the brands and parts that I wanted. I knew I wanted an AMD CPU and I knew I wanted a NVIDIA for 3D modeling stuff. I'm gonna make sure in biosecure boot and temp CPM are enabled unless you do the bypass. I can't remember. I'll probably have my sibling help me out with that stuff just because I built this thing. Doesn't mean I understand what the technology is. Yeah, I'll do a little bit more research than me, but I was on call when I was scrolling for PC parts on Java, which is the site that I bought the key components from, for like dirt cheap. It was like 650. It was like $650 for the motherboard, the RAM, the CPU cooler, the GPU, and the NVIDIA. What else came with it? CPU cooler, motherboard, NVIDIA, RAM, GPU. Yeah. So six key components I got for $650. It's not a bad price in my personal opinion, especially when you look at the prices for things new. That being said, if you are looking to buy new, look for motherboard bundles. They'll save you a hell of a lot of money. The only things that are like brand new are the fans, the motherboard backplate, because the seller forgot to send me the backplate, so I could not mount my CPU cooler to the motherboard. The case, and then the power supply. So yeah, I was thinking about buying the power supply used, but then I was just like, most of these people go with modular supplies, and I don't want to have to figure out what cables are missing that I would then need to later on buy. So I figured buying a new power supply in the long run would be way better than buying a pre-used. So, but yeah, no. I'm hoping that as a starter, this will keep me going for a long time. And then as the need progresses, I'll upgrade to better parts. But right now, I just wanted something that was decent enough to play the games that I wanted to play and would hopefully last me a little bit. Would hopefully last me a good long while. But yeah, if you let me see. But yeah, if you have the money, I would highly recommend buying new as opposed to used, so you could hopefully maybe avoid the same issue that I'm having right now. Which is having to buy more than I bargained for. But yeah. We'll get to the game at some point, I promise, but when I'm eating, I'm already a slow eater, and then I'm just if you're rendering 3D models, the CPU is used, not GPU. I am the storm that is approaching. But yeah. This feels a little bit rude, or I don't know the right words, but I am setting up a throne and a Ko-Fi. So if you guys want to be able to support me a little bit more, what you guys are doing is more than enough. Coming in, watching my streams whenever you're able to, that's more than enough support. But if you want to support me a little bit more, I'm setting up a Ko-Fi and a throne. Everything on my throne are wants and not needs. Like anime figures and snacks. I want to try some Japanese snacks. I want to try some more Japanese snacks. There's one section that's like streaming, but those are like things that I will get. Things that I will get eventually as money comes in, or as I need them. It feels like a little bad saying, being like, hey, I'm setting up these things if you guys can support me more. But no, you guys are doing more than enough for that. I'm also really bad with words. I'm soon gonna have an online banking account, so I might can support soon. I'm not entirely sure what the online banking account has to do. Like, what is online banking? Like, I think I'd prefer going to a physical bank rather than have all my finances handled online. And this may just be the skeptic in me, but I don't trust online banking. I know they probably have like layers and layers and layers of encryption and firewall set up to protect their clients' information and finances, but it still feels a little bit sketch. I don't know. This is just my brain being like, But yeah, no. But yeah, no. Fair enough, I suppose. All of my online payments are handled through Chase, which is both a physical and an online banking. Most of my money is going to visit Hexy at the end of this year, so can't get much else because flights are expensive. No, they are. Wanna know a dumb financial thing that I did? My dumb financial thing was not realizing how close my convention was and going spend happy, and now I need to save up at least $1,400. $1,000 of it's going to go to the hotel, which it's probably going to be like $850, but I'm paranoid because they sent me 3 different things. And the other one, and the $400, it's gonna go to rent because I have to pay rent that following Monday. See, I can't buy anything else. Ooh, yeah. Streaming's a lot of fun. I don't do it as often as I should, but it is honestly a lot of fun. If you're wanting to test the waters, find a cheap public use model or a customizable model. There are way cheaper models out there than the Suica model or the Wanishua models. Like there are some really good ones out there that are like under $100 that you can use to get your feet wet and see if VTubing is something that you actually enjoy. Some of them even offer commercial prices or commercial rights. Like my very first model, which I still have, does offer commercial rights to it. The issue is that I don't feel comfortable profiting off of that. And also everybody has a different meaning of what commercial pricing is, so I'm just like, that's something I would need to double check. But yeah, like the first model that I ever started using was by Olivia Olivia 2D or Live 2D over on Etsy. Most of her models are femme, but she does have like one male model, and it's a fox model. But yeah. But streaming is a lot of fun. A lot of my stuff comes from Etsy, or things that are just like free for a limited time. Like, thank you, I am broke. How's the 3D model going? I'm still waiting on a response from the creator of the 3D base that I'm using. If not, then I'll have to make the base myself or find a base model that does offer like for use in VTubing. That's relatively cheap because I don't want to be stepping on anybody's toes. So yeah, but the other assets that I have, they do say you can use this for VTubing. Like, cool, thank you. We take free stuff. We do. If there's free something and it's nice and it fits what I'm looking for, I'm going to get it. Alright, Corpo, thank you for stopping by. Ba, ba, ba. Might start out with just a PNG. I don't quite have a camera to track myself for a 3D model. Don't know a lot to figure out. My current experience of streaming is just being an extra voice on random other streams. So PNG is a great way to be like, hey, this is the character, this is the thing that I want, please make. And PNGs can be super expressive as well, like really expressive. So yeah, PNG is a great way to start. I wanted experience using Live 2D or in VTube Studios, so I went with VTube Studio. I went for getting a cheap pre-made model because I wanted that experience. In terms of camera for 3D, so I know that when I go 3D, I'm probably going to end up using my phone because it has iFacial mocap on it. If you are, it has iFacial mocap on it, which means I'm able to do a lot more things with ARKit blend shapes, which is what VRidger VTube models use as well. So things like mouth shrug, like and then tongue out is a VTube studio thing, but cheek puff as well, and then being able to chew without like my mouth constantly opening, like The unfortunate thing is that if you're not an Apple user, you will need to get like an iPhone. The iPhone X is the one that most people get because it's cheap. It's cheap and it has the um, facial scanning reading thing that people like to use. You can also use just like a cheap webcam and use MediaBang and WaterDoll or Neon or VC Face. I plan on using WaterDoll for my thing just because I like the customizability in it. I like that there's a whole bunch of things that I can do in WaterDoll as opposed to VC Face or Vignon. But yeah. Oh. But yeah, no. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. My foot's falling asleep. But yeah, no. Definitely would recommend doing some more research into setting up VTuber stuff. Like I have a webcam that I plan on using for full body tracking via a VMC protocol. Oh, what is it? What's that one called? VRC Armature or something like that? I don't remember. Basically, VMC protocols, they are web applications that with the use of a web camera or your phone, you're able to have full body tracking without trackers. It does come with its own caveats though, so there's a warning for that. But you're able to use it for WaterDoll, maybe for Vignon or BC Face, and they also have their own skybox and setup in the web application if you only want to stick with one application. But yeah. But yeah. There are a fair amount of videos that I need to, or that I want to do and make. But I feel a little bit of imposter syndrome since I've only been streaming for, it'll be about 7 months come the end of this month. So I'm just like, am I qualified to talk about this topic when other people have much more experience than me? Hi, Bun! Hi. We're currently doing, we're doing a just chatting while I'm eating because they have excellent planning skills. But we're gonna try and do Encanto 3, or Canto 3. And if I get bored with that or I get frustrated with that, we're gonna move on to something possibly more frustrating, which is the event. Ba, ba, ba. Hi, our king. Frustrating time for Dark Souls. I don't think my laptop can support Dark Souls though. That's the issue. But yeah. Hi, Heathcliff. Welcome in. The witching hour is upon us, and it tells us to fight magical girls. It's a Madoka Magica all over again. I actually haven't seen Madoka Magica. Like, from the art of it, it seems like a very cute anime, and then you actually go and watch it, and it's like, oh. I got baited into thinking this was going to be a cute magical anime. Like, I've seen one episode back in high school for anime club. And it looks good. I have not watched further than one episode though. I'm curious to see what the third or I keep on saying Encanto. I keep on so if I'm correct, the idea of being magical girls and how they work is actually based on Madoka Magica. There's also a secondary bias revolving around playing cards / tarot cards. Well, I have a tarot deck. And an oracle deck. I had a thought. The thought went away because I got distracted by the tarot. I'm just going to eat my carrot. I remember what I was going to say. I was going to say, I wonder what the third Kanto is going to be about. Because somebody had let slip, like, Fire and Brimstone. I'm like, oh, who's it? Because I thought it was going to be about Don Quixote, but based off the event, we don't get to Don Quixote's story until chapter 9. I'm just like, Interesting. And I have played the event. Again, I lost the event horribly. But I have played the event, and I can't say for the other two games just because I haven't played them, but I feel like for oh no, Don Quixote is in Kanto 9. So far as Kanto 8, we have already seen Don Quixote's at some point. Oh, okay. Good to know, good to know. Hi, Sammy! Hi! We're eating. I'm eating lunch because I'm awful at planning. But yeah. I like carrots. I need to eat more carrots. Fun fact, did you guys know that carrots are one of the foods that are high in fluoride? So it's actually pretty good for your teeth. Ba ba ba. Don Quixote's name reminds me of Doflamingo. Well, Doflamingo is based off of the story of Don Quixote and Rocinante. That's why his brother is named Rocinante, if I remember correctly. Like Doflamingo's name is what was it? Don Quixote Doflamingo or something like that. I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to eat because I knew I was gonna get hungry halfway through, so I'm trying to eat my carrots because they're better cold than they are warm, unless they are already roasted. My PB&J, that can sit for a little bit. I have 4 carrots left. I promise. We'll start the game soon. I promise. But yeah. I don't know. I'm excited because so far I've been enjoying the game. You have 5 minutes. 5 minutes to eat 5 carrots without choking. Oh, but I love the Dressrosa arc, mostly because Law was one of the main characters in Dressrosa. And then he got freaking retcons throughout the entire arc, even though he probably easily could have handled Doflamingo. I know he's the main character. I know he's the main character I want to. That's why I'm trying to watch it. I try to get to it. I have 2 carrots left. No, I can't say I remember what order the introduction of the sinners was. Oh! Okay, that is very sneaky of them. Alright. This is getting moved over here. And we're moving to game. Why you do this? Ba ba ba. Sinclair. Oh no. I don't know if I'm ready to learn about baby Sinclair. Oh no. Oh, I don't think I'm ready to learn about Sinclair. Oh no. Okay. I don't have enough to do a pull, but that's okay. You have no choice in this matter. I remember. Eh. Why won't you let me take the... I will worry about that later. Give up reward. I don't want to. Because I almost completed this, and then I made the stupid decision of fighting the thing. Alright, Kanto. Kanto 3! Also, I forgot if I ever mentioned this, but did you know that the little window in each of the center base egos is a hint as to what happens during the Kanto? I did not. Alright. Humming along. I'm gonna continue eating my sandwich in between. Oh wait, I have the voices set up. And we'll be fine. Ba. I'm gonna do a cheat and look at what the order was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dawn's gonna be in Kanto 7. Alright. The sun is almost set, leaving the bus to be shrouded in dusk. How much traumas do you want? Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna put a huge thing right here. No spoilers, please. Also, I need to move my character. I am in the way of the thing. So we're gonna move over here. Buy one, get 7 free for own trauma. Oh no. Kyron's humming a song while driving. I found myself singing along in my head to that strangely familiar tune. I forgot how pretty his voice is. The most beautiful of performances are born from broken and ruined things. Ironically, the way the world works. Alright, I'm gonna do a sacrilegious thing and turn off the voices just because I do like to read the things, and then hearing the voices makes me think, oh wait, I'm being rude. Oh, because I did it dumb and I forgot to turn on audio capture. Okay. Virtualist spoke, having noticed that I was looking at the driver's seat. Alas, they have not the privilege to fully appreciate the glee of their own music. Oh, how unjust that is. Alright, drama. Chiron, you look like you're in a good mood today. This guy looks sick. He does, but at the same time, I do not want to get on his bad side. Chiron nodded. Joy brings out singing. I see. Although, as far as I remember, you would often hum that song when you felt down. Oh. Chiron has no such memories. Chiron sings when she's happy. Virtuous's eyes seem to well with a subdued shade of dark. The kind of hue that would be picked right away if one wanted to express solitude as a color. But it only lasted for a brief moment. Aw, he cares. So I decided to dismiss it as the vivid sunset playing tricks with the light. The world Chiron hums now is one that lacks sound and color. She's going through a long tunnel with no exit in sight. I'm sure that, just like the history of my own life that I've forgotten, Chiron and Virtuous must have had their own threads of cruel reminders. Pardon me. I believe that's enough of personal stories, Sante. Don't! How dare you? How dare you? Your work is to manage your crew, not befriend this old guide. But we want to befriend you. We want to befriend you. This also just stems from me wanting to be friends with everybody. I took a bite of my sandwich and now I have to finish chewing it. Alright. When I looked at his face again, that momentary hint of sadness had fleeted, replaced with a faint smile. I gave him a few nods, then turned around to check on the sinners. He does. I would love to cosplay some of these characters from Limbus. Our bus's passengers have lifted spirits for a while now. It helped that they did what they were assembled for and secured a golden bell for the first time. All the sinners were busy talking about their exploit in J-Corps' district. You should have seen me show that card right there. Seriously, that was a real highlight. I'm starting to get sick of hearing the same story for the 7th time in a row, so let me change the subject. Where are we going this time? This time, we're heading to J-Corps' nest. District 11, eh? A job's taking you to all sorts of places I never thought to visit. It's home to another great individual, and you are certain to find a souvenir shop there. I've always yearned for a limited edition figurine sets. Ooh. Didn't it also have a restaurant chain famous for its hamburger steak? Life has gotten much easier these days, hasn't it? Back in my marching days, all I had was a pinch of salt in my mouth. Wait, who's cute? Don Quixote, Otis, or Rhodia? The blonde? Uh. Alright. I know, right? The only food I could swallow during my voyage was canned soup that tasted like iron. Can't wait to try the steak, right, Ryoshu? Ah, Rodion. Yee. She's also one of the taller ones, too. Bear Grip Girl. Well, imagining the various in blood color by region does make me salivate. Ugh. Can't discuss anything with you. Hey, kiddo, what do you want to eat? Oh, Sinclair, baby Sinclair. Doesn't see the gang calls her Rhodia or Rhodion, so it's like eh. Looking for someone to share tales with and have a sensible conversation, Rhodia naturally turned to Sinclair. However, Sinclair? What? Gosh golly, what's wrong? He's turned pale. He's also suffering from hyperventilation and tremors. Thank you, Mersalt, for that exceedingly. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Even better, tall girls are the best. Yeah. Also hit Omega with the steel chair in my name. Oh my goodness. How long has he been like this? Ever since Mr. Virtuous mentioned K-Core. Why didn't you tell me earlier? Because you did not order me to do so. Well, fair enough. Mersalt stared at me like I was at fault for not doing the obvious. I just got an upset stomach. Sorry. Really sure you're okay? Now that I think about it. Faust, I'm noticing a trend where one of us has visceral reactions to the destinations that Virtualist reveals. Additionally, when we arrive, it turns out that the place does have a history with the person in question. Does that have something to do with the reason we joined the company? You just referred to the team as we. Huh? It's a part of my mission to detect the slightest of changes. As for your question, while I can't tell you the reason for recruiting the sinners in detail, there'd be no point in denying that our destinations and the backgrounds of each sinner are indeed related to a degree. Do all uppish snobs have some condition that makes them yap on and on about things that can be answered with a plain yes or no? Hysterion, hold on. Hysterion Proterion? Proteron? I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Isn't always correct. Faust simply adapts the most effective mode of communication for the given situation. Hystero what? It means that you're struggling to understand Faust because you're too uneducated. Not that Faust is overeducated. What? Y'all, they keep on piling on to freaking Heathcliff. Oh, Sinclair, baby Sinclair. Just as Heathcliff approached Faust with his bat shaking in fury, Sinclair suddenly started throwing up on the floor. The bus finally quieted down after that. Oh, Sinclair! Bro, his bat is huge. I don't have a lot of these leveled up, so I need to level these up. Yeah. The assassin one is still not leveled up. So yeah, I'll need to go through and level up some of these cards eventually. Alright, does this work? Yes. Do I need... Okay, I have the max amount of participants. Okay! Oh, I have too many. There we go. Let me see. You support... Who support? I don't know, I've been doing pretty well with this. Oh, yeah. Average level is 11, recommended 16. We should be fine. Yep. Alright. Shortly after the situation with Sinclair was dealt with... By the way, you meant the bat streaks of District 11 when you said K Chorus Nest, right? I missed pointing it out earlier since everyone got a bit excited there. I rarely misspeak, if ever. I know what I said, Gregor. K Chorus Nest is where we're going. Huh. Alright. But if we're entering a nest... Indeed. There's the immigration process. I don't have a K-Corp visa. You ain't about to tell me everyone else got one, right? Why are you looking at me? The solution is simple. CI. And keep a DER till we've reached the defense. In short, Cinder. Whatever accentuated abbreviation means for Ryoshu, the sinners have learned to stop questioning it. A company as big as ours might get a free pass. Not to mention, breaking through using the method dear Ryoshu suggested will take ages. How badly you must underestimate a nest actively governed by a wing to say that. Oh, I see. No one else is going to take into account that how much I'll suffer from that cider, huh? Sadly, none of our sinners bothered to respond to me in any capacity. As Ishmael said, we'll pass the immigration without needing a visa. Limbus Company has a backing from a shareholders of a wide array of fields. Oh, do you happen to know the shareholder of H-Core then? They once personally visited our home because my younger sibling insisted on having a red passport as a kid. Couldn't say. I'm merely a humble guide who wouldn't be in the position to know such a thing. Otherwise, the question doesn't seem like that's worth answering. How harsh. That leaves the routes to the checkpoint as our concern. Throughout inspection... Oh, wait. I can read. Thorough inspection means that there are plenty of people looking for an easy way in, including those who take the pass by force. I hear several interlopers surrounding the bus. And this is why I should look back at the story, because I never recognized Honglu casually drops where his home is. Well, I have bus will battle. And non-foreshadowing. Oh my goodness. There we go. Yeah, I think I can clear it too. Yeah. And you'll see the foreshadowing much clearer. Ooh. This is Kanto 3. I finished 2 last week. Cocklehoop. Chiron's Cocklehoop is parking. Oh no, did Automat strike? Hold on. Bum, bum, bum. Alright. There we go. Alright, off the bus. Time to get inspected. And let me add this just in case you're feeling inclined to your usual antics. Don't go around making a scene expecting things to go your way, because that will not be how it ends in this particular place. Good, solid piece of advice. I thought his words were pretty intimidating, but despite the worries, we welcome all visitors to K-Corp's nest open-heartedly. Please form an orderly line as you enter and stand where the instructions indicate. The menacing and interrogative atmosphere could subdue the temper of any first-time visitors, and the sinners were no exception. Dogs are barking. Okay. I could occasionally hear Sinclair sniffling, followed by Rhodia and Gregor calming him. Rhodia and Gregor are the parents, they are like the older siblings to Sinclair, and I love that so much. Any of my questions why we were met with heads shaken sideways. Look here, how nice it is to see you all in line and behave, like a brood of chicks on an outing. Wait, why are you out here? What made you follow us outside the bus this time? Noticing my flustered reaction at the unexpected company, Virgil opened his mouth. Because this is a nest, Dante. If one of you were to get into unexpected trouble here, well, Dante, the responsibility will be a bit too heavy for you to bear alone. When Virgilius put it like that, it sounded as if he were saying, you're not reliable enough to be sent without supervision. But I knew it'd be wise to keep this to myself. I can't exactly say that they're not wrong. Yeah, Virgilius is not wrong. The line's moving quickly. It'll be our turn in about 10 minutes at most. Will all 13 of us need to answer immigration questions? They won't be able to understand Manager Dante's, so what should we do? Ishmael seemed to have a habit of speaking quickly and being more inquisitive when she got anxious. I was just about to get to that. Listen up. The K-Corps official will only ask very simple questions to the passengers in this line, and your answers will be similarly concise. When the border official asks about the nature of your visit, say, I'm here for business on behalf of Limbus Company. Please refer to my work visa. Remember this exact phrase so you can recite it word for word. I'll take care of the rest, so you just have to prove that you aren't here to cause trouble. My dude, you know this company. You know these sinners. Trouble is what we do. If even memorizing that is too much of a burden for you, I suggest that you keep your mouth shut. You can present your employee card instead. Keep quiet and don't cause trouble. Easiest tasks in the world. I sneakily mumbled a sarcastic remark. I was worried that Faust might rat me out, but thankfully, Virgilus was idly staring off into the space, sparing me from his scathing commentary. Now, next up. If you have a question, make sure to first ask yourself if that's actually meaningful. Then quietly raise your hand. Several hands were lifted, including mine. Rodion. Since this trip is for business, we can carry our weapons, yeah? Correct. Next. Then Greg's creepy crawly arm and Dante's cheek clockheads are getting a pass too. That should be the case. For your reference, our manager's head counts as a prosthetic rather than a weapon, which means it would be approved even if we were on a tourist visa. Powers to revive notwithstanding. Oh my goodness, I know how to talk. Rundown, thank you so much for the hydrate redeem. Hi, Hucky. Hi. They're playing Limbus Company. Ishmael took the role of the model student and answered in Virgilus' stead. It feels like something changed about Ishmael's attitude since the casino job. Alright. Ara. You get a very quiet ara. Thank you for the ara redeem. Oh my goodness, it is getting toasty. She seems to have decided to take matters into her own hands. I was not ready. That was nice. She seems to have decided to take matters into her own hands after I betrayed her expectations of my capabilities as a leader. Precisely. Gregor and I put our hands down at the same time. And Ryoshu, put out your cigarette before you speak. Woo! Haki! Thank you so much for the subscription! Thank you! Yay! Thank you for the delay on that OVS. But thank you so much for the subscription. Yay! Something just blessed my ears. It is the blessing of Haki Monarch subscribing via Prime. Thank you! I didn't raise my hand. She's adorable. Virgilus was doing his best to ignore Don Quixote's arm stretched skyward. But he finally caved and gave the woman the chance to speak. Fine. Don Quixote, what is it? For what purpose doth that barrier of glass serve? Following Don Quixote's finger, our attention was drawn to the glass wall stood in the middle of the building. On the other side of that clear dividing wall were countless people waiting in line. That line slowed to a crawl. People are sat on the floor waiting for it to move. Looks like they've been there for quite some time. There are many armed guards as well, 3 times as many compared to this size. Most of the glass walls you find inside the building are there for safety reasons. Well, simply put, that line's for backstreet folks. Each nest handles immigration differently, but wherever it may be, it's super duper hard to get into another nest without a proper visa. Ba, ba, ba. Why do you think those bullies jumped us on the way to the checkpoint? They wanted our visa so they could enter the nest. That is the wrong button to click. A problem we are not in our power to resolve. However, that answer didn't satisfy Don Quixote. Whether it was the fault of the gloomy yet oppressive atmosphere of the area beyond the wall, or the disturbance happening in there, I couldn't say. Manager, it's our turn now. Huh? Right. Our line moved at such a quick pace, we barely had time to chat before it was our turn to answer the official's questions. Remember, when you're asked about the purpose of your visit, remind me one more time and I'll show sangria. To you and the official or whatever. Despite Ishmael's worries, our inspection was smooth sailing. Please state your affiliation and purpose of visit. I've come from Limbus Company on business. Here's my employee card. All checked out. Next. From Limbus Company, business reasons. Take a look at my card and all that. All checked out. Next. After our first dinner proved who we work for, it was a breeze for the rest of us. The official asked the same question in the same dry tone, taking a cursory glance at our faces and employee cards, though based on their speed, it seemed more like a customary gesture rather than an actual look over. Then let each sinner pass. Something's amiss over there. The glass wall standing between us and them was thick enough to block out sound. It was hard for us to tell what was going on through the wall. Why are they called sinners? I know somebody told me about that when I first played this game, but I don't remember anymore. I was all the way back in like the first one. Hi, Batnub! I'm so sorry I didn't see you there. Don Quixote would be the one to go missing. However, I could see what was happening unambiguously. Someone with cupped hands was being dragged away by security, and a small child was crying next to them, clearly scared and confused. We shouldn't bother. I don't know what happened, but I guess someone broke a taboo. Yeah, sure. Those impoverished vandals and their audacity to break the taboo of not stuffing enough cash in the right people's pockets. Am I right? Are you mocking me right now? Huh? What? I thought you didn't care. Guess someone's knickers are in a twist. While I was disturbed by Heathcliff loudly celebrating his first successful tease on Ishmael, our usual suspect sprang forth at her least expected moment yet again. Please state your affiliation and purpose of visit. No. I am come to liberate the weak and powerless. An emotion is expressed for the first time on the checkpoint official's face. Flabbergastation. That's a word. They looked up at Don Quixote with a face screaming that he was flabbergasted. Release them at once. Can you not see they are suffering? Please state your affiliation and purpose of visit. The official ignored her demand and parroted the same question. All the while, Don Quixote was getting more upset by the minute. And then, looking through the transparent wall again, I saw the desperate child mouth a scream at the man dragged away in handcuffs. Da. Oh! Don Quixote, no! If you are unwilling to take action, then I shall myself. Don Quixote! No! Also, look at where your lance is. You very much could have skewered that child's head. Not Dopey. Who? Cold purple, cold purple. Violation of taboo K 185 on site. Oh dear God. How do they expect us to say these words? What the hell? Requesting thrombocyte? Thrombocyte? That's not right. Requesting thrombocyte units. Repeat, requesting thrombocyte. Veering away from inquiry like a broken record, the official spoke in an intimidating immune response to the radio. Attention all personnel. Code purple. Cold purple. Circulation hall 2. Inspection booth 14. Thrombocyte. Leukocyte? I have no idea. Thrombocyte leukocyte. No, I don't have that set up. I don't know how to set things up. I've been streaming for 7 months and Twitch is still new to me. Blaring sirens accompanied by the perplexing announcement, all the while thick metal gates shut around us. Should have smashed her skull in and carried her in a body sack. I doubt that would have made much of a difference. Leuko. I believe they referred to the platelets and white blood cells respectively. It must be them. Fading for K-Core, I say. Looking in the direction Faust indicated, we all saw what she meant. Security forces wearing menacing uniforms were staring at us. Lovely! All right. Mm, 5 out of 5. Yeah, that should be good. We shall see. I picked the air. Alright, I'm almost done with my sandwich. Yay! I've gotten used to this sort of situation, but it looks pretty serious. Indeed, we violated a taboo of the wing after all. It's not like anyone was hurt. Can't we just talk this through? Faust looked straight into my face. For Faust to face someone directly when she usually stares into empty space as she speaks can only indicate one thing. I must have said something incredibly frustrating. No matter the wing, infringement of a taboo means... A loud explosion left Don Quixote dismembered where she stood. That lethal measures can be taken against the violator without warning. It looks like Border Control isn't willing to forgive us until they dismember the rest of the sinners. Armed security staff was surrounding us on all sides. You never cease to surprise me. You managed to wring out the last drops of expectation I had left for you. I'm keeping out. Pin the whole thing on her or take responsibility or whatever. I thought you'd accompany us to handle situations that our manager can't alone. I came with you to take care of inevitable problems, not have a pissing session in the wind. Virgilus casually pushed his way through the line of armed guards and leaned against a wall. He then crossed his arms as if to further drive home that he will remain a spectator. Well, can't necessarily blame him. I really can't blame him. Oh, great. I should have done support for one of the other, for two of the other ones. Alright. Cool, cool. Not cool. Not cool. That's fine. Can only borrow one support. Oh, gotcha. Hmm. Can we stop with the struggling, please? Well, can't say I'm surprised. The level cap for this Kanto is 30. Oh, good to know. I'm still pretty low for my sinners. Okay. Can we stop with the struggle? Why are they all struggling? What the hell? Hmm. I might have to redo this fight. Which is less than ideal. Yeah. I think I might have to leave this fight. Yeah, I know I'm under level. Yeah, 10 turns, but if the only person that I have left is the support, then that's not going to be much of a thing. It's not going to be very helpful for me. Let me see. Yeah, I've only started playing and I'm not trying to spend a whole bunch of money on this game. So, yeah, I don't have much. And I'm trying to remember how you level. Because I think I've genuinely forgotten. How do you level? Am I dumb? How do you click and hold? Okay. Ba-da-dum. That should be fine. I heard this game is pretty free to play friendly. Yeah. Like, I haven't spent a dime on this game. So like uh it is pretty friendly. Free to play friendly. Alrighty. Just need to grind a bit. Also uptie. Also uptie to uptie 3 is recommended. Gotcha. Alright. How do you uptie? Oh, I have enough. Cool. Mm. Oh, he looks so cool. Okay. Oh, am I entering the tutorial now because I uptied? Oh no! Hold on. Ba ba ba, we're turning on the voice. Alright. A stroll in the city streets is a rare affair indeed. This walk, the sun shining on my shoulders, conveys an unfamiliar sensation. Days upon days I have spent in the archives, poring over volumes of books. The last time I saw any resemblance of proper sunlight was on the day of my move up to Section 3, when my personal belongings were to be transferred to the new quarters. If it were not for my colleagues pushing me outside in hopes of allowing me to bathe in the breeze and sun, today would not have been a day of any significance. Yet, well, this is quite pleasant now that I am here. The details of the surrounding hectic bustle fade into the background, becoming nothing more than white noise for me to focus entirely on text, enhancing my focus. Yeah, they are in the background. And how delightful it is, the flavor that infused this tea. Perhaps I'll make a note of it on the association to place them within our building. The sky, though it's tall and crisp blue, but a reminder that it is all but a facsimile? Oh dear God. And name, brings a gentle and pleasant breeziness to my heart. Much there have been to gain from this excursion, given that it was a coercion that which pushed me to venture. Yay, frame code! Ba-ba-bum. Copy, and then I'll paste later. Perhaps this may be an opportunity to grow amiable to the unfamiliar, a learning experience that this may become. Yet, it might be a while afore become eased into the activity of chattering and skittering about with one's colleagues. I am not an unsocial creature by nature, yet I have remained sulking in the archives as long as I have been a member of the association. Like a fool. I believed ascension to the highest stations achievable only by delving deep into volumes upon volumes of manuals and training my body. Yet I remained in Section 4 for a while, denied from the much-wanted mobility of status. My operation was formed on the incorrect proposition that the flame may grow by merely improving firewood, failing to realize that the flame cannot grow on its own. On second thought, perhaps this is why knife hand techniques are taught in Section 4 of the South, to assist one in understanding this truth. I initially failed to understand the bizarre notion that my hands were used to like blades. Yet once my mind was freed from this limiting, oh my goodness, from this limiting, obstinance? Yep, that's how you say it. Obstinance. Once it accepted that flame burns greater, not in isolation, but in collection, I could rise to Section 3. Now, I wield a flaming sword. Tongues of fire wreathing the blade licks and burns the air in contact. It burns our foes with utter ease. I know that the technique that enables this is a culmination of the works of countless workshops that shaped today's Liu weaponry. Liu's flames. It sparked handedly lit by all, yet catches fire only for those who understand it. This is the truth for all of Liu's standard equipment. Flame-wreathed weapons of the Liu are known for their ease of use, yet to wield them to their fullest extent, a deeper understanding is necessary. It can be traced back to the gloves of Section 6, and as the arsenal grows, so does the appreciation for the togetherness. Those who reach Section 1 would find their understanding complete. Such must be the philosophy being such an approach. Those who stand alone with the flaming sword are soon led with a knot to burn, their spark and embers darkened. Yet those who stand together, though they may wield blades of wood, may become a great bonfire that bursts with sparks of their fellows. This is why I have requested to be dispatched eastward. Though the martial forms, traditions, and disciplinary between sections may differ by region, should I find where and how the course of Liu's philosophy, camaraderie, and warmth have settled, and should I learn how one converses and grows their understanding of their fellows, I should find myself moving forward. And in that process, I will learn how one might grow closer to the fellows of my section, those who have pushed me to live this day. Duh! You sing! Ba ba ba. Hehehe. Alright. Friend! Add friend. Control V. Why are there two? Am I dumb? Ah, okay. I love this so much. That's a really good one. Faust looks so adorable. And somebody already has Don Quixote. I wonder if this is my friend. No, that's too high of a level. This is my friend. Barista Faust is me. Ah. She's so cute in this. Like, what the hell? Why is she so cute? Okay. I don't have a lot for... Okay, yeah. But I think I can up-tie Fire Fist as well. Hi, puppers. Why are you barking? Up-timer salts. Yee. Hold on, I'm getting there. Mersat, where are you? Am I blind? You are right here. I don't have a lot from Mersalt. Yeah, I don't have a lot from Mersalt. Shush! I like to have things nice. If I uptie one, I need to uptie them all. This is how my brain works. I think we're gonna stick with the priest. Hi, Kata! It takes a while to get thread. Yeah! Ba. But it's going pretty well, Kata. Hi, welcome in, welcome in. Ow. Have you got the Lucy and prologue? Huh? Me. What lunacy and prologue? Drive. I'm pretty sure I have. I did not know that I need to collect these. That makes so much sense. I'm an idiot. I feel the immense judgment coming from you, Cat. No, check content too. I'm going through that right now. Oh my goodness. I feel such judgment from you. Bruh, did you get the Fire Fist Gregor? He's good if you know. I got Fire Fist, yeah. Hey, now I can do pulse. Oh my goodness. That explains why you don't have much lunacy. I also did like 2 or 3 pulls too, so at some point. So like even though you're in contact, shush. We're gonna do polls. Yeah, let's pull for Don Quixote. We're doing a 10 pull. Well, I don't think this one was a good one. Damn it. Oh, they look so cute! What the hell? Yeah. Okay. Well, that did not work. Enjoy the earworm for the rest of the stream? What are you doing? Give me Don Quixote! I want Don Quixote! This green. Why? I think I got it. I think I got something. Is that good? I don't know. I got Don Quixote! Oh, I got an announcer? Oh. He's adorable, what the hell? Alrighty, so I got an announcer, I got a Don Quixote. I got 2 Don Quixotes, what the hell? Next is ego. I don't know if I have enough to do an ego pull. Okay. Oh, I get to brag to my friend. Hee hee hee. Alright. is it always the same ones? Alrighty. So I have a lot of Don Quixote shards. I have a lot of shards. Update later. Okay. I want to level her though, so I'm going to level her. Friend. Not friend. I can't wait to brag to my friend. Don't convert shards to Fritz for now. Okay. I am gonna level her though, because I think that's a worthwhile thing to do. That is too high. That is also too high. Ba ba ba. Bye, Bug. Thank you for stopping by. Alright, announcer. Okay. Now they will take turns talking randomly. Oh. I got a Don Quixote! Oh, I can't wait to back to my friend. Hee hee hee. Alrighty. One hour left. Would love to have you, but have you done the 3-star assured extraction? What is that? Oh, this one. Do I have the ticket for you? Oh, I have one. Yep. We're doing it. We're doing it. Hmm. Oh, I got another Don Quixote. Ooh, I got a Heathcliff. Wait, he looks good in green. He looks good in green. Ooh. Oh, Gregor. I got a good family hair. Nice. Okay, so I got two. I got 2 gold. Streamer. No, I feel like when you're a streamer, you have awful luck because all of the time it's just like, huh. But I have good luck this time. Alright, we're going to... Alright, we're gonna stick with the priest one for now. We're gonna stick with Magical Girl because I want to stick with Magical Girl. Gregor now haunts your account. I like Gregor. He's one of my favorite characters. This one's also one of my favorite characters, but he's running away from me, so... Alright. Mm-hmm. I like burger. And let me see what's in your bag. How do I check what's in my bag? Y'all, I'm dumb when it comes to this game, okay? How do I check my bag? Window, okay. Symbol of the bag. Oh, the bag or the chest? That looks like a chest to me. Okay. Consumables. I have these two. I don't know what they're for. They both say identity box. May I add? Yeah, you can add me. Yeah. Then I have ego shards. Ah, okay. The basic stuff. And then everything. This one? Ah, okay. Don't sell shards. Wasn't planning on it. They seem pretty important. Should I go ahead and use them? Ba. Use the red one. Okay. Gregor and Rhodia. Save for when you want a shard. Want to shard a specific ID or ego. Gotcha. Okay. Hehehe. What are your missions? Yeah, I don't know if I'm high enough level for or experienced enough for this. I will die. Kanto. Alright, cold purple. Hehehe. Alright, all the food that I had is good. Easy mode automatically sets your ID to level 55 to even the playing field with the boss, but you will die to her mechanics. Yep. That's exactly what happened to me when I attempted. Oh my goodness. You need to use shards to upgrade ID to IV. Oh, okay. Alrighty, let's enter. We should be high enough level now. Keyword is should. We are just going to get rid of all of deploy. I should have leveled up some of these other ones. I didn't think to. That will be my downfall. Let me see. Choose Faust? I'm going to choose her for support. Let me see. Lobotomy, ego, or mile branch adept. Maybe that one? Or this one? I think... I don't know. I like the look of this one. I need a blunt ID. This one's my highest one for blunt, if I remember correctly. Okay. It should be fine. It should be fine. Ma'am, I didn't mean for her on support. Dude, none of my Fausts are high enough level. I don't know what you mean by borrow her. I do like that Dante's is just a ticking clock. Faust to face someone directly when she usually stares into empty space as she speaks can only indicate one thing. You can use support IDs and fight. I must have said something incredibly frustrating. Yeah. Funny you didn't add Faust to the team. I don't have a high enough Faust. He's so disappointed in us. Ba ba ba. Y'all, I don't remember the mechanics of this game. It's gotten way too complicated so quickly. Alrighty, well, I hate the struggling. Man, we are barely started on mechanics, and it's already a lot. I need them to not do the things. Dawn is depressed. But why is there no support effect? Mm.
개체들의 체력이 많이 깎여나갔어. 괴로워하는 게 느껴지지 않아? 이 기세로 방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데. 사랑과 정의. 사랑과 정의.
That works, I guess.
무슨 일 있었던 겐가? 다음은 침묵을 남겨드리죠. 우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼. 지휘팀이라면 완벽하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어?
화격검 타오르시게.
악은 이렇게 정화되었네.
빠빠빠. Really, you're just gonna watch from there.
그렇게 쳐다봐도 소용없습니다.
He won't sway me with that look, manager. I'm gonna turn off the voices again, even though I like listening to them, but it throws off my groove. Alright, on the bench only provides support passives if you fulfill the condition for it. Hi Monarch, boop. I think you should upgrade Dawn to level 3 to get skill 3. Her skill can attack 2 enemies, I guess. Oh, good to know, good to know. Okay. I'm nothing more than a guide that none pay heed to. It would be impertinent of me to brandish my weapon. You have no issue doing that when it suits you. Well, to meddle one final time, K-Core Singularity takes the form of healing bullets that restore most wounds in the blink of an eye. I suppose it could be compared to that ability of yours. Hey, wait! Completely ignoring my feeble plea, not that they could hear it, the K-Core security guards closed in on us. Oh, more fighting! Oh no. Oh, no more fighting. Haha! This is more fighting. Alright, we're gonna quickly level up the sinners again. Boop. And please don't do the thing you just did, please. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I'm an idiot. I don't know what you want from me. Y'all come from the idiocy, not for stellar gameplay, of which I do not have. Don't borrow a friend high-level ideas and put it on the bench for look. I forgot to add it into the thing, okay? Besides, it ended up being okay. We ended up winning. I'm here to see players suffer. Shush. Shush your face. She's trying her best. I really am. I didn't play a whole lot of games when I was younger. So I'm playing catch up right now. Alrighty. Nope. I don't know why I decided holding the thing was a good idea. Hollow kind of terrifies me, I'm not gonna lie. And I have no reason other than the fact that he's so nonchalant about a whole lot of things. But the moment he gets serious is the moment that I'm gonna be like, oh, I am scared of you. Alrighty. Should be sufficient for now. Why do you say you're level 5, but this is level 18? That makes no sense to me. Unless they're taking the average. Oh, well now you update. Alrighty. Now I have a small variety to choose from. Yay! Back to Kanto 3. Y'all are gonna have to endure my stupidity for a little bit longer. Effective affinity. Oh, I need to remember what these mean. Alright. Which one should... I like Gregor, but I think it might be better if I have Faust on the team. Okay. Whee! Ba da 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 da. What? Average at best. Thank you so much for the raid. Hold on. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome in. I am Lacrimosa Rose. I'm your Stardust Guardian and variety streamer, and we are playing Limbus Company right now. And I'm driving people insane. Also, I'm gonna pronounce this name wrong so bad, and I'm so sorry, but Xylite too. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Driving people insane is valid. Oh my goodness. It's mainly the veteran players who have been playing this game a lot longer than I have that are just like, why are you doing this thing? This thing's dumb. Why are you doing this thing? I'm like, because I am dumb. Nom nom nom. Why are you still alive at 6? What is the... How long have you been playing? Less than a month. I've been playing Limbus for less than a month. What? I love the soundtrack in Limbus, though. It's probably one of my favorite soundtracks in a game. Also, like me yelling at Av when he chooses to target an enemy that he can't clash with. Av is also at Kanto 4, by the way. Nom nom. I have a chance to win Clash sometimes. We do the gamble. You can't clash if they outspeed you. I said we do the gamba, damn it. There is no gamba in being outspeed. Oh my goodness. We're just gonna max out on the purple. The Gamba is still a Gamba, even if it's an impossible to win Gamba. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, well, I'm very happy to have you guys here. If y'all need to go take care of IRL things, please go do so. But otherwise, welcome in, and I hope you guys enjoy your visit to the Constellation Garden. Yeah! I'm still getting used to how I address raiders. So apologies for the scuffness. Gambler requires at least a tiny chance of winning. Alright, we're all ganging up on you. Sorry, dude. I know at that point it doesn't really matter which ones I do, because... yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Oh, I can't wait to tell my friend that I got Magical Girl Don Quixote, because one of my friends started playing this game fairly recently, and they came in right at the time of Magical Girl Don Quixote, and they're just like, I want. Parent is texting. Hold on. It's just a picture of my puppy being in the absolute silly goober. Alrighty, difficulty level should be fine. I got one of Magical Girl done. Let me see. Yeah. See, I did 3 10 pulls for her. I did 3 10 pulls for her. The first one was off stream. God damn it, why is there a struggle? No struggle! No struggle! Why are there struggles? See, all my pulls have been free. Well, free to play. So yeah, there's 2 versions of Magical Girl Dawn. I got the yellow one. Oh, did I get 2 Magical Girl Dawns? I'm not jealous. Nope, not at all. I'm back after I sent an ad request. Ah, yeah. Oh, dude. I was in call with somebody and they were doing a pull for Biwa from Uma Musume, and I was the devil in the ear being like, Eva, you want this horse, don't you? So just spend the money. Poor person spent an egregious amount of money in 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. A fellow Faust simp. Dawn is best sinner. You don't know how tempted I was to do the TM Opera banner. See, I have Uma Musume, but it didn't want to capture on OBS, but now I know that I need to do screen capture rather than game or window capture. So, enable certain setting though. How do I do that? These things need to be something about anti-cheat. Oh, okay. ba. Great, click game capture, click properties. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright. Go eat! Go eat! Me? What is MD? K-Corp Singularity HP bullets. Any would-be fatal injuries we managed to inflict were healed away with a single shot of those regenerative rounds. Mustache. Oh, mirror dungeon? It was only a matter of time before the thread by which Heathcliff's patience was hung snapped. Of course it would be Heathcliff that loses their patience first. I can't take it anymore. This has got to be the most pointless fight in the world. Can't you see? I told you, entering into conflict with the wing is an exercise in futility. Just didn't know the futility would hit us right away. The flesh root grows as soon as it's removed. It is difficult to continue on with combat. Oh, Ryoshu is looking even a little bit... Really? Art can be rubbish like this? Huh. Ryoshu made the most pained expression I've seen from her, begrudgingly swinging her sheath around. Cuts and slashes will mend before even a drop of blood could spill from them. There couldn't be a worse battle for Ryoshu to fight. Isn't there anything we can do? HP or Heliposius? Oh dear god, these pronunciations are going to give me a headache. Is a bioengineered technology that allows for the continuous repair of damaged or lost cells. One dose already lasts considerably long, so imagine what that means for those in the nest who receive constant supplies. To put it simply, you can't reasonably defeat them in combat. Even Faust was shaking her head in despondency. Oh dear god. But then... in the height of chaos, I have arrived at last! A peal of overwhelming, energetic laughter rang through the air. Thank you, support! Alright. Oh, wait, I need to... accept friend. Friend. Confirm. Accept. I want this ID so bad. Also, is this Honglu? That's Honglu, isn't it? Yeah. Why does he look kind of good in that card? Hey Rose, check dispenser, please. Alrighty. What am I looking for? Yes, it is Honglu. Okay. I'm in dispenser. I don't know what I'm looking for. Season 4 event. Papa. Alright, what am I looking for? Oh, I like this. I don't have enough yet. Event tab at the top. Yeah. Yeah, I know the event tab's at the top. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's where you got him from. Oh, okay. I don't have enough. I don't have enough. Where does this one say cannot be purchased? What are you? Alright, so you're rodeo. What event tab are you talking about? I went to season 4 event and you're just like, yeah, event tab at the top. Oh, I'm an idiot. That. She's the new magical girl. You can get old Walrus IDs. Ah, there we go. Yeah, except I don't have the funds for these guys. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, she is pretty. Wait, I love this though. New cosplay idea. Oh, this is gonna be a pain to sew, but oh my goodness, that's really pretty. The dress itself is really simple. It's really just gonna be the details that are gonna be uh so I want to know. Oh, this looks like Otis. This art also looks pretty cool. Check out the what? Content awe and extract on top. Huh? Contempt awe and extract on top. I'm so confused. What do you mean? Oh, extra. Okay. We're just looking at pretty art right now. Ooh. Right, that's so cool. Also, Ryoshu with long hair looks off, but you can buy event ID or ego. Not the event, I'm in the green event. Ah, gotcha. Alright. You can zoom in. Alright. We are getting off track. Gata! Alright, this is a story. Yay! We like story! A figure approached us with terrifying force, reminiscent of a frenzied beast. Man, what's that thing running at us? ETA is 3 seconds. Manager, your judgment? Oh, good to know. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. Virgilus was the only one who showed no surprise. To be more clear, he was more displeased and unsurprised at this apparent expected arrival. Ah, there you are. K-Corps superstar. A jovial-looking man appeared amidst the chaos with an obnoxious laugh. Oh my goodness. Greetings one and all. You're free to share stories of the heroic feats you're to witness here, but photographs and more will require permission from K-Corps. He does give All Might vibes, but if All Might was grungy and missing 2 limbs. Alas, I must attend a magazine interview in half an hour, so I cannot overlinger. I pray you to understand. Was wondering when you'd come. I heard you become a waggy serving. I heard. Ba ba ba. I heard you became a waggy serving a wing, Siegfried. Aha! I see your tongue is as sharp as ever, dear fellow. I rushed here at once in response to a code purple, and methinks your friends were the perpetrators. Not exactly friends. I hope you understand that I have nothing to do with the commotion. He's surprisingly tall looking. Average at best. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. I'm gonna look for a bit. Enjoy Kanto 3. Thank you. Yeah. In that case, yep. I'm counting on you to give them a spicy lesson. What are you two muttering about? Don't bode well. Agreed. From under what stone did he come out? That is the wrong bar. Haha. Well, it appears that some of you come from faraway lands. Right then, I shall grant you all the privilege of photography for this special occasion. He treats us like worshippers on the street. How dare you? Oh, how are you alive? When did you come back? Don Quixote, what's wrong? Oh, Don Quixote. The man himself. We're in a hurry, so do get this done within 1 minute if possible. And keep that clock head out of this. A prosthetic, is it? Right then. Make it 50 seconds. Both a skilled fighter and a talented performer, I could only watch in awe as he proved himself to be nothing short of a hero. Oh, poor Heathcliff. Why is Heathcliff the one? Stream in Twitch. I am multi-streaming to both. Yes. Ba ba ba. Now, look here once more. I'm sure our fans will love it. This blighter is too damn strong. What did you just say now? Oh, well, isn't that cute? My god, dude. One after another, he made short work of the sinners. Virgilus watched the carnage with a pleased expression. About time they learned what happened if they kicked up a ruckus in a nest thinking they can get away with it. Dante, you may not remember it at the moment, but at one point you used to be something of a bigwig, so to speak. I was? I just couldn't picture it. Right now, I'm just a powerless leader who fumbles in any emergency, constantly being chewed up, spat out, and ignored in the trash by my sinners. They've even started treating me as the team's field medic. To think that this miserable manager used to be a respected leader of many sometime in the past. I felt a genuine desire to ask Faust for another way to recover my memories. However, your memory loss does not wholly excuse all the faults in your performance as the manager. I'm certain you understand what I mean. She lost her mind. She did. I thought of the staff at the K-Corps checkpoint. They showed no pity for the family they were about to tear apart, treating it all as nothing more than part of the due process. Although Don Quixote got us in trouble when she sprang forward to rectify injustice, I just know it would have haunted my sleep for days if he turned a blind eye. And seeing Heathcliff tighten the grip on his weapon to veins as he witnessed the disturbance. If not Don Quixote, I feel at least one of us would have intervened. Truth be told, I didn't do anything in my power to keep Don Quixote down. Virgilus isn't necessarily wrong when he says the blame rests on me for causing this. Taking back my head may not be the best after all, Virgilus. Ah, dear. I've got to tell them to put a microphone next time. I'll take it you've gotten my point. Hurrah. 46.5 seconds. Another day, another heroic tale of justice written. Ah, looks like the curtains have closed. Time to rewind, Dante. Like, ah! Nani? Alright. My story. Iffy and Suede, too. Okay, they're back again. I didn't really like them. After 12 worlds of agony, the Swinners were all back in one piece. The massacre must have been humbling because it feels rather strange seeing them this quiet. How's life been, Redgaze? We've rarely had a chance to meet in recent times. Haven't shown up to the League of Excellent Nest Dweller Fixers lately either. Were you unable to read the dozens of invitations I sent you? Changed addresses, and I don't have the time to lick top Ross. Oh my goodness. Hi, Sniper. I'm failing at reading. Changed addresses, and I don't have the time to lick top brass boots like you're doing. I don't know what happened between those two, but Virgilus is a bit hostile here, right? The difference in disposition between them is rather clear, isn't it, Dante? In what way? Simply put, Mr. Siegfried can be described as a pro-wing fixer based on the views he's expressed. On the other hand, our guide Virgilus sought independence as a fixer. He believed that a fixer loses sight of their core principles the moment they become subordinate to an influential entity. He is someone who is strict towards those with power, after all. While speaking with Faust, I saw Don Quixote quake and approach Siegfried with shaky hands. She must have been honored to see him, even after being mincemeat by his hands mere moments ago. A fan, I am. I have collected figurines sculpted after you, though I have yet to get my hands on limited editions. I set my heart on becoming a magnificent fixer such as you. Aha, an aspiring fixer. I have little time to spare, but more than enough for an autograph. Is that true? Then would you sign an autograph? Here. Slow breaths Don Quixote. Attention. Code purple dismissed. Code purple dismissed. All codes cleared. Huzzah. That's a job well done. Now then, until next we meet. Haha. Leaping with tremendous force, Siegfried vanished into the air. Although there was a small delay, we did get the travel permit in the end. Virgilus returned to the bus in the meantime. Or perhaps he only got off knowing that we'd run into that Siegfried. He looked rather upset when he walked away, but no one else seemed to care that much. Oh, Don Quixote is so adorable. What the hell? Clueless to the surrounding frigidness, Don Quixote was happy as a clam, caressing the sheet of paper autographed by Siegfried. I must be caught in a dream. Manager Esquire, would you pinch my cheek just once? Just as I was about to give the blissful Don Quixote a word while we walked out of the border checkpoint, an armored vehicle stopped before us. A newfound foe? Bold of them to challenge us right in front of a Nest's checkpoint. This vehicle is from LCC, the clearance department. Following Faust's plain reply, the vehicle's doors opened. Ah, geez, what took you so long? We had to cycle 3 laps waiting for it to be over. A couple of familiar faces approached out of the car, or appeared out of the car. Dear God, I know how to read. Effie and Suede. Even though their outfits had changed, their faces were greased with just as much confidence and poise. Oh, Papa. Wah. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's the raid. Okay. Wah, Papa. Oh, people from the before team, eh? Something about you looks different, I've gotta say. That was a disguise we had in order to infiltrate the casino. It was ultimately useless, though. Still got that sharp tongue, too, huh? My chest ached a little at the thought of the harmonious cacophony that was our last operation. Suede, you see that hand on the clock trembling? You'll make them cry. Fuck you! I was just being playful. While you had much room for improvement in regard to skill, I've made up my mind to admit that the LCB department has its own character. In spite of the rough path we took, it sounds like we did leave a positive impression on the two. The before team was supposed to be on site at this hour, wasn't it? The others should be there already. We decided to wait for you because we had useful intel to share. In any case, you cared about us, right? Do we have a couple of new fans knee deep in our charm? You know, something like that. That sort of food that's cooked from ghastly ingredients, but at the end results a pleasant surprise. Yep, had a lot of that on the battlefield. Miserable to swallow, but somehow memorable. What kind of food have you two been eating? By the way, what's the intel you're going to share with us? Thank you, Honglu, for getting us back on topic. It's about our target location. It seems another faction has occupied the place already. We're putting in more manpower than usual as a result. I bet there are yet another swarm of gadflies. I've never heard of that before. Attracted by opportunity. As Otis pointed out, we weren't new to encounters against groups of foes drawn near the Golden Bows. For our first mission, straggling soldiers from G Corp took shelter in the abandoned facility. And on our second, a variety of gangs inhabited the casino. Unfortunately, our opponents this time won't be so crummy no-names like before. We took a peek at the immigration inspection records and found out that Encore dispatched a legion of employees a few weeks ago. Same destination as ours, too. From Encore? Though this wasn't an official disclosed activity, seeing that K-Corps has let them pass means they might have made a deal under the table. Which, if it's true that Encore has sent staff in advance, then the journey won't be a smooth one. I see. I'm worried we might make enemies of several wings as we go on. In the long term, conflicts with wings will be an unavoidable step in the process. I need water. 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 Judging from the fact that Encore hasn't made this motion officially known, it could end as a simple conflict of interest. Furthermore, we cannot discount the possibility that it is not the Golden Bow they are after. Doesn't change that we're convenient pawns for our higher-ups to throw around either way. Oh, right. We heard some morons caused a sea at the K-Corps checkpoint. Did you guys see who they were? Rumor travels with such haste. 'Twas as though astride Rocinante. Don Quixote hung her head, possibly in embarrassment. Perhaps she's finally starting to learn that her reckless actions have repercussions. That, or I'm mistaken and she's glad that more people know of what she's done. A shame I missed it. It's not the kind of spectacle you see every day. Really, no one in their right mind would mess with a wing at a border checkpoint unless they had lives to spare. Please don't tell me. Come on, we don't have much time, so we should get going. Ah, dear. Mr. Virtualist is nowhere to be seen again. Oh, him? He went back to the bus first. What a pity. I didn't want to miss my chance to say hello. We'll leave an impression on him next time, mark my words. I'm planning to ask him if we can join the team in your stead. What? That's the reason you wanted to meet him? That wasn't entirely a joke. See you at the site then. If you can get there in one piece anyway. Schmug. Ah! They're so smug. For no reason. They are so smug. Why are they so smug? A pouty Chiron and the cold stare of Virtualist awaited us on the bus. The air was heavy with a sense of oppression, leaving little room for light-hearted jokes. You're late. Chiron counted to 100 and you still didn't come. Chiron. She seemed to have a few more words ready to be flung in that icy tone, but Virgilus put a hand on her shoulder and gave her a glance. Wah! Wah, wah, wah. Slime the slime, thank you so much for the raid! Welcome in, raiders, welcome in! I am Lacrimo Servos, your Stardust Guardian and variety streamer. We're playing Limbus Company. While I'm happy to have you guys here, if y'all need to go take care of IRL business such as getting food, getting water, or any other amount of responsibilities, please go do so. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy your visit to the Constellation Garden. Yeah! How was your guys' stream, by the way? I completely forgot to ask from the other raiders. I'm good at this. I don't get raids often, so I'm just like, what do I say? Help! But yeah. She seemed to have a few more words ready to be flung in that icy tone, but Virgilus put a hand on her shoulder and gave her a glance. Slime raid! Yeah! Slime! Verge, Chiron will remember this. Sorry about that. I'll buy you something sweet later. I like their dynamic. I need to know more about Verge and Chiron. I need to know more. Why are they so sweet to each other? It was good. I was playing Power World with the Goofy Dragon and then played some Isaac. It was fun. What's Isaac? I don't know Isaac. Chiron sat in the driver's seat without further complaint, and Virgilus slowly turned to us. If there was one thing that Sinners and I were all good at, it would be sensing imminent danger and making way. The Binding of Isaac. Silly little roguelike game. Oh, gotcha. Dispersing from the group, we scuttled away into our seats, leaving only Don Quixote anxiously standing in the aisle of the bus. Let's hear your excuse, Don Quixote. I cannot turn a blind eye to the weak, persecuted. No, wrong. No sweet, no vroom. My vision couldn't follow what happened in that instant. I have nothing to blink, so it shouldn't have been possible for me to miss that moment, and yet... Oh... When I caught up with the situation, the first thing that came into my sight was Don Quixote brought to the ground, shoulder trembled under Virgilus's shoe. Yeah, we're about to witness that right now. Oh no. I asked for an excuse, not a justification of your views. Oh, Don Quixote. This isn't the first time either, Don Quixote. You are responsible for 3 separate incidences already. That's 3 separate times you've jeopardized our work with your deranged behavior. What do you think? Speak. Well, while my own actions did inconvenience my colleagues, that's not helping your cases. Don Quixote's pain groan grew louder, but no one stepped in. Of course, she was being punished for her own actions. But more than anything, it was evident that disrupting this wasn't going to make the situation better. I was asking for your thoughts. Why do you not understand this? I was speaking only to be interrupted. What you should have said to me at the get-go was an apology, Don Quixote. Anything you'd add should be an elaboration on how you plan to improve your conduct. Why not just... Thou demanding a specific answer out of me. Don't you know, a company already has the correct answers for its employees. Questions are only asked to see if you can get it right. You're sorely mistaken if you believe the company is sincerely curious about your input. If the company insists so, then I'm sick of this. Virgilus kicked Don Quixote, tossing her to the floor. Then gripping her fall by the collar, I'm sure you remember what went down when you joined. Oh, no. I hope you haven't forgotten the deal we struck that day, Miss Don Quixote. Virgilus's eyes glistened with a much brighter hue of red than usual. Staring directly into them, Don Quixote soon gave back a nod without another word. That's all. Back to your seat. Watching someone who usually exuded pride and confidence quickly shift into a discouraged, crestfallen state didn't exactly make for a pleasant sight. Though a deal that got Don Quixote to go silent simply by bringing it up. It makes me wonder what it was about. The same goes for the rest of you. A company isn't a platform for fulfilling egocentric dreams or preaching big ideas. If you would still go against the terms of your employment contract to act unprompted, consider the consequences before you do. You will spend a grueling period of being unable to escape, not through death, nor through struggles of severance. I guess getting help from that guy. Who was that again? Mr. Sackfurcher or something? Must have ruffled his feathers. It's Lord Siegfried. Sheesh, the mission hasn't even started and we already got a scolding. Have some tact before you act, Kay. I knew this day would come sooner or later. We should all be careful from now on. Why are you two birds gawking at me? Looking to get stoned? Fine, I got it. Ba-ba-ba. Mr. Sackfish. Listen, don't come at me for that. It's not my fault, okay? Oh, hey! It's a fight! Oh no, it's a fight. I am not high enough level. We should be fine. We should be fine. I am getting louder and louder and I apologize. Ads in a minute, y'all. There's so many of this Faust. She was good in the thing, so we'll keep her. With the conflict sorted out, the bus finally departed. Looking out the window evoked a strange feeling in the passengers. Check out those people. They look like they haven't a care in the world. This is way different from the roads we've been through. Aha, I guess this is our manager Bud's first time traveling in the middle of a nest. There's a world of difference between the nests and the back streets. Besides, each nest has its own cultural heritage. Attention all. Our destination is the town of, Claw? Oh dear God, these names. Our destination is the town of Claw, situated in Nest K. Investigations revealed that a passage connected to a lobotomy core branch exists somewhere in that village. Oh, Sinclair. As soon as the name Claw was mentioned, Sinclair lapsed into fear once again and started trembling, as if something were coming after him. But, as he told me, a third party has occupied that area surrounding that branch facility. That's why I requested additional recon operation from clearance. Preliminary Observation Unit 3 from the board team has been dispatched. Mr. Effie and Miss Wade should be with them by now. Heathcliff 101, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. We'll receive a report from them once they get a good grasp on the situation. Shortly afterward, the bus entered a quiet woodland path leading to the village. Lush green trees, rarely found in the back streets, began to decorate the scene, providing a comforting sight, but that was soon disturbed by something odd. I could see an ominous billow of smoke rise in the distance. Why is smoke coming from Sinclair? Carry on. Turn. Evasive maneuver. Rumble tumble. The bus made a sharp turn to the left, shortly before a giant nail flew in and noisily embedded itself into the window. What? Who the hell was that? I almost kicked it. Though I hadn't run a test with the projectile at such velocity, this does suggest that the windows need to be reinforced a little. That was aimed directly at us. That must be the faction from the before team warned us about, the employees of Encore. Verge, Mephi got hurt. Chiron said, "Oh, Chiron!" Doesn't look like they'll stop anytime soon. Off the bus, all. As we got off the bus, a group stood in the way, clad from head to toe in rusty armor with braided coats of white. Halt! You may not use this road. You should have said so in the first place, 'cause what about our windshield? Nah, bugger. You're rather rude for someone who attacked without warning. Isn't it at least common courtesy to state your affiliations? We are Inquisitors. We are the nail that fixes the blasphemous, and the hammer that strikes down the sinful. So, Encore, that's one convoluted way to tell someone that you're an employee of Nagel und Hammer. Oh, I know I mispronounced I know I messed up on the accent for that. I am so sorry. Also known as Nail and Hammer. You shall not proceed, as we are in the midst of cleansing heretical dissidents. Heretics. Hey now, we just want to pass through, not looking for any trouble. We're on the way, a tour. That's right, this is a tour bus. Nobody's buying that. Oh my goodness. Labeled as tourists all of a sudden, the sinners exchanged looks in silence. To prevent another disastrous first impression, Gregor was doing what he could, even though his efforts fell flat most of the time, to gently appease the armored crowd, accompanied by an attempt at the kind, harmless smile a tourist would wear. Greg, I've been thinking this since the job at the mine, but are you that into these kinds of bits? That's not exactly it. The quivering corners of his mouth aroused pity in my heart. In that case, you shall prove yourselves to be untainted. Fine. Tell us how so we can get on with it. The Inquisitor suddenly pointed in my direction. Behead that blasphemous traveler. Hey! Bitch! Me? And kneel before our hammer as ye consecrate their head to us. Such will prove that you are untainted ones, and your journey shall continue without hindrance. You will, of course, have to part with the defiled vehicle as well. I love to spew on, don't you, blokes? Oi, I don't know who you think you are, but do we look daft enough to do as you say? Furious, Heathcliff was the first to quit playing as a harmless tourist. Heathcliff, you didn't have to. Proper trifling twits. Who are you telling me to kneel? Yeah, that's about right for Heathcliff. The Inquisitors, as was declared to us, nodded in response. Understood. Then I declare all of you to be heretics. With that, the group of Inquisitors moved into position at once, ready to attack. Alrighty, let's see. Ba, 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 ba. Wild hunts. Alrighty. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Alright, more enemies. Alrighty. Ba 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 ba. Nice one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and that's everyone. Haha. Da da da. More fighting. Hmm. Having Faust is proving to be pretty useful. Getting back on the bus, Virgilus greets us with by casually lifting a hand. Weren't they a little trickier to deal with than your usual foes? I keep saying we could be done with them a lot faster if you lend a hand. And as I always answer, there won't be any point to this if I help you. Those people, they labeled us as heretics. Just what is their judgment based on? I think they were targeting me. Nagel und Hammer, the wing that values experience above all else. Mersault murmured vaguely. Experience. Humans are made to have experiences and actions appropriate for their worth. That is what they say of it. They told us to offer up the severed head of our manager. That means they're back. They didn't forget. Coming back like that too. Sinclair was almost having a fit at this point. Rhodia looked at him with pitying eyes, but there was little she could do about it. Virge, the sound box is being noisy. Looks like the advanced team has words for us. Bzz, 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 this is bzz. Bzz, bzz. Suede is bzz. Give me that. Effie, this is the bus. How are things over there? You shall bear here your every sin and be purified. Effie? I don't like this. Was that Effie's voice or something else? No, actually, was that even a human voice at all? Whistles. Sinclair, what are you talking about? You heard that whistle. Right at the end, faintly. Was there now? It's her. That wretch is there, after all this time, to destroy the rest of our town. Calm down, Sinclair. What do you mean by whistles? And who is this wretched woman? She's waiting for me. That was a message calling for me. Resentful tears were streaming down Sinclair's face as he rambled. Hang on, there are people like the ones we met on the road up ahead. We should go back. What? Can't we just head back? I don't want to go. Let's just turn around. Just tip the steering wheel and... Kiddo, what's wrong? What are you so worried you'll walk into? We shouldn't go. We will all die. We need to go back. Emile Sinclair, don't be absurd. Otis was calmly flicking her wrist. I delivered a light blow to the stomach to knock him unconscious for a short while. Nothing more. We're in agreement for once, it seems. I was this close to stepping in. I don't need cowards on my battlefield. Can't I throw him out of the bus? That might be a bit too far. If you say so, manager. Otis looked down at Sinclair with a displeased face. Even though he was the timid sort, he's never opposed something so strongly until now. This unprecedented behavior of his bothered me, but I couldn't bring myself to ask him why, as he didn't seem to be in any state to tell me. Soon enough, Sinclair came back to his senses. He stared out the window with vacant eyes. The others are all out fighting. I'm sorry, I'll go join them. I can't keep tracking others down. Oh, baby Sinclair, what did you go through? Alrighty. Baby Sinclair, I hate the struggling. Why are they struggling already? Wave 2. Let's go! We fight, we fight, we fight, we win, we win, we win. We fight, we fight, we fight, we win, we win, we win. Ba 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 ba. We fight, we win, we win. Remember, manager, the post, it's like a critical hit. We fight, we win, we win. We fight, we win, we win. Where's my mouse? There you are. Ah, 17. We fight, we win, we win. We fight, we win, we win. The thing like smoke, you know. Ah, okay. We fight, we win, we win. We fight, we win, we win. Hmm. Ba 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 ba. Hmm. Ba 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 ba. Hmm. Ba 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 ba. Is that a magical girl? Yeah. It's a magical girl. There's an event going on in Limbus Company where you can draw her. And I got her on stream. Haha! Stop targeting the magical girl. Magical girl's wave slave. Wage slave. Ba-da-da. Release her from steady employment. Except she wants to be a fixer. fighting. More fighting, more fighting, more fighting. Easy win for the manager. The smoke that was faintly visible through the bus windows covered the whole town. What a mess this is, huh? By the way, don't you hear a familiar song from somewhere? Oh yeah, I know this one. Used to hear this tune an awful lot on snowy days. They played it a bunch during wartime to raise our spirits. Did the exact opposite for me. I wanted to Limbus for a while, but the UI scares me. You get used to it, honestly. The song evoked various memories in the group. For me, I'm not sure. It's definitely familiar, but it doesn't bring up any clear images in my head. However, I could still feel a faint splash of feeling from deep in my heart. Maybe I knew this song before I lost my memory. This mist of emotion roused inside me, though. It doesn't feel precious or warm. An ache. An inexplicable sting is what I feel. Right, that day. It was snowy like this, and that song was playing. The trees before us were decorated with grim ornaments. All sorts of internal organs and mechanical parts were hung from the branches, as if someone put someone innards on full display. Isn't this going too far? A classic, but more kitschy than anything. There are no survivors nearby. Then everything finally fell into place. It's just like... mic test, mic test. A piercing sound caused the group to cover their ears. Ba-ba-bum. Where did you get to? Enjoying your Noel, everyone? That night isn't really silent, but it sure is holy. Isn't Christmas still a fair way off? You're right, it's not anytime soon. My name is Cromer. I'm a Numeritan who loves purity and the one who grips the hammer. I don't know how you managed to get here, but you're trespassing on private property. As you can see, this hallowed ground is undergoing our nailing judgment. I hope you like the decorations I set up. Well, let's just say that you got lost. Turn back now and a fine will be all you have to pay. I'm feeling generous. Today is the nativity after all. Oh, before that, it's Guido there. Here I stand. Oh, you look badass. He looks badass. Good. Just in case. Do you see any heretics over there? The massive man named Guido who responded to her turns to us. He intently stares into each of us until his eyes fall upon me. He gazes at me for a very long time. Although he was wearing a mask, those eyes of his, they froze us completely still, as if his glare nailed us to the ground. I see an impure one and their followers, and with them, the child you spoke of. Really? My Sinclair is back? Come see me, Sinclair. I'll be waiting at that familiar spot. Cromer. I can hear Sinclair grinding and gnashing his teeth. He made a dreadful noise. I couldn't be sure if it was from hatred or fear. Take out the rest, Guido, or should I myself? I wouldn't mind. I urge you to focus on hammering the impure old one who grips. Haha, good, good. Let's keep up the purification. Now then, everyone, Merry Christmas. A number of inquisitors gathered around Guido. He stands firm behind them. He's not making any movement, but his presence alone is threatening enough. An intense aura of hostility was radiating from him. I hate this guy wearing a mask when I play MD solo. Ba, 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 ba. Haha! Good luck with you, manager. Why are there so many enemies? What the hell? Oh no, Ishmael staggered. Oh no! Ba, 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 ba. We can win, we can win, we can win, we can win. We can win, we can win, we can win. We good, we can still fight. Yeah! Alrighty. 7 fights. Oh, okay. I hate the struggling. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're here. Oh, and you fight with a nail. Of course you do. How are you not? Alright, so how does the combat work? So it really depends on what enemy you choose. I'll try and explain it for this one. But basic is you drag this point here through a series of these. If you pay attention to the yellow percentage, right now he's staggered, so he can't attack. If you pay attention to the yellow percentage versus your enemy's percentage, that will tell you like how likely you are to succeed. There's also the coins as well. The more coins you have, the more times you can spin or do probability you will win. It is a little hard to explain. I would definitely recommend trudging through the prologue and the first canto, as that will have the most information in regards to how the combat system works. That was a tough opponent. We should move before they come back to their senses. What a shameful thing to say. A soldier does not retreat before the enemy when victory is in sight. Can't you save the military drill for a better time? Ishmael is right. That's not someone we can beat easily. We will fall back. Otis reluctantly backed down. Sinclair, do you know what that Cromer meant by that familiar spot? That's, well... Sinclair shook. He was seemingly overwhelmed with dread, but I could only see a teeth-grinding anger in him that suppressed his fear. Looking at him, a thought blossomed in my mind. You need to talk, Sinclair. Tell us what you know, and you'll prevent half the deaths we might suffer. It will also raise the likelihood of our success. I am looking forward to hearing something useful. I hope I'm doing the right thing as the manager. Sinclair shook his head upon hearing my words, breathed in, and finally opened his mouth after some struggle. My house. That's where Grommer must be. So you know that bird? Bollocks, my head is still pounding thanks to her shrill laugh. I met her at school. Oh boy, she's a friend of yours? Whatever's going on, I sure hope you can talk it out. She's not my friend. Cromer killed my family. Oh. Oh! My bad. A prosthetic head hanging from a tree slowly turned to face us. Lights and sparks occasionally flickered within. Sinclair, but why did you return? Sinclair, are those your neighbors? Verdia asked while looking at the dismembered prostheses. It looks like they were. I really hope that isn't the case, though. Sinclair replied, watching with a grim look on his face as their bare wires sparked and short-circuited. The robotic head soon stopped moving, only emanating discordant things. What? Thank you, Hucky, for the hydrate redeem. Hi. Hi, Sig. Welcome in, welcome in. There's a whole thing about character speech, and that's important among the attack weight, which is just AOE. Bye. Alrighty, let me see. Then, as the song begins to fill the air, silent nights. All the heads hung from the tree were singing the same song. The carol leaking through the vocal units of so many lifeless heads land on the flames below. Holy night. It's clearer than ever now. The prosthetic body parts are heresy to them. Though it has been quite a while since prostheses were first introduced to the city, many people still find them foreign and alienating. Our town was called the holy site of Nuske's prosthetic industry. Most of the residents were manufacturing high-end prosthetic components. Cromer has been keeping an eye on our town for a long time. So, was your family? Yeah. My father was the owner of a fledgling prosthetic company, too. Is that why? No. The way I see it, attributing it to a high-flown cause of any kind is giving them too much credit. They're just lunatics, consumed by madness and violence. Ishmael asserted it to him. After a while of staring at the Christmas tree decorated with his neighbors, Sinclair turned to me. Manager, I have a question if it's alright with you. The trauma from Sinclair hurts my heart so much. What is it? Well, how does it feel? Feel? Yeah. I mean, how does it feel to have a prosthetic replacement for your head? I was a little taken aback since I've never had anyone ask that kind of question before. The issue is that there's no way to know how I might have felt before I got a clock for a head. That's... Oh, I'm not trying to argue with you or anything. That was probably rude of me. I apologize. No need. It's alright. The other sinners were a million times ruder to me with their daily interactions anyway. I'm afraid I can't answer that. I don't remember a single thing about my life before this clock. I see. I've always wondered what it feels like when there's something sitting where your head should be. My family said it's no different from wearing a hat or a watch. But I just couldn't picture it well no matter how I approached it. And now, I'm the only survivor thanks to that. I'm sure the procedure seemed terrifying at such a young age. You don't have to feel guilty about that. That's not it. It's nothing like that. I'm afraid I'm not as innocent as you might think, Dante. Sinclair quietly hung his head. I racked my brains for an appropriate reply, but no suitable words to comfort came up. The only unpleasant sounds of sparks and flames filled the street. Ah! More water. Oh. Alright. How much further? I think we're almost to the... Alright. Let me see. Wait, no. I lied. I want to try out Wild Hunt. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's try out Wild Hunt. Because I like Heathcliff. There's no other reason. I like Heathcliff and that's a card that I want. Oh my goodness. Oh. Board gay. Board gay. Not the struggling. No more struggling, please. Oh, thank you for the hydrate redeem. Hmm? What did I just miss? I blinked and I missed it. Hmm. Ooh. Let's go. stop stabbing me. Well, Don Quixote is staggered. Oh no. Alrighty. Whee! Alrighty. We won that fight. Yay! Don took a nap. What Limbus company? No fear and hunger. Alrighty. Ba, ba, ba. I may have to start leveling up my character soon. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ba-da-da-da-da. Prosthetic bodies piled up like a landfill in a corner of the town. I could see that some of them were still conscious, letting out pained moans. The Inquisitors paid no heed. They jammed nails through each of their victims' chests over and over, executing their pure intent. I've surely pierced their heart, yet still a pulse remains in their body. It must be patched with steel. Even the core of their humanity has been tainted by heresy. How filthy. A disgrace to flesh and bone. The Inquisitors began carefully pouring a bottle of liquid over the prosthetic person in what looked like a solemn ritual. Judging from the pungent smell, it was most certainly oil. Imbibe the oil of humanity, ye heretical soma. Those who cannot return to the earth find solace in scattering to smoke. A lit match was then thrown on the pile, letting rise a huge flame. With the sounds of sparks flying about, the air soon filled with an acrid smell. It's not quite the smell of burning flesh. The spreading of fire finally brings the crackling glimmer in those prosthetic bodies to permanent darkness. If this hellscape is their idea of purification, I'd rather stay unclean. Nagel Unhammer has always been devoted to scrutinizing the idea of humanity. Some criticize prosthetic use as they believed that pain is a necessary component to the human experience. However, it never escalated to the extent of direct action that we are witnessing now. I've been meaning to ask, how do you know so much about Encore? I was once employed by Encore. Oh no, Versalt! What? You used to work with those people? I've never worked with those specific individuals, but in terms of affiliation, you can say that I did. Come to think of it, this might be the first time I've heard Mersalt actively talk about himself. He would rather recount anything related to him, perhaps, or he would rarely recount anything related to him. Perhaps he felt it wasn't necessary to speak at all. Why didn't you tell us that earlier? You carry one of those freaky weapons then? Am I obligated to elaborate? The hell? Why don't you explain what makes you different from those nutters then? Listen, mate, as much as I like to call our daft manager Clockface, I don't think they deserve by any means to be on the stake or chopping block. Those buggers talked big about purifying and all that, but all I see is a bunch of loonies who just needed an excuse to kill, huh? Speak up then. Are you like those screw loose bucket heads? There was a time when I thought about such things, though I did not come to a conclusion. I want that damn conclusion now. Are you gonna up and butcher all the townsfolk if your manager just says so? Wah, papa. Hi, Trey. Use wild hunt counter to ride Duathlon next turn. Oh, okay. Must I give an answer? That does not aid us in handling our work. An employee must follow all their employer's orders. The terms Virgilus presented state as such. If the manager orders me to do such a thing, I will do it. I may provide my input if I am told that is necessary, but I do not have a habit of rambling my thoughts unprompted. Pardon? Are you round the twist? Do you get a chunk of metal in your brains like the folks here? I'm 16% protein, 60% water, 7% minerals, and so forth. I am clearly different in terms of the composition. Moreover, unnecessary heavy metals do not comprise any portion of my body. That is another difference. Heathcliff's face contorted with frustration. Mersault was already an enigma, and he only felt ever more distant from after this conversation. Now that you mention it, there's something I've been wondering. I forgot the microplastics. I've been thinking on whether Manager Dante should be seen as a human. What do you mean? What if, when dear Dante is speaking, it's actually the clock and not the person we know as Dante behind those words? Eh? You trying to tell me we're being led by an actual clock? Good grief, you're reaching uncharted depths of idiocy with your theories. I can't even be bothered to refute them. Don't misunderstand, I do like our Dante with their clockheadedness. Honestly, same. Why don't you just give up finding your old head and stick with that one? I know it's probably not going to be the case, but what if Dante's real head turned out to be super evil or something? Well, there's only one of us who'd know about our manager Bud's past. Gregor's eyes naturally fell on Faust. That's confidential information. Its access is restricted to the high security level. And I get the feeling I won't be able to read it for myself. It's only natural. I have no idea who or what I originally was, so I had nothing at my disposal to refute Hong Lu's light-hearted accusation. Maybe he's right, and I really am just a clock. Even if I ask Faust, there's no telling if she'll give me a real answer, and I won't be able to discern the truth in such a thing either. There's even a slim chance that the real Dante is hidden away somewhere, and that I'm some advanced imitation, trained to believe I have free will. Hi! Hello, hello! Depons! Hello, Depons! Ba ba ba! In any case, sitting around and ruminating won't get me anywhere. Who knows? Maybe I'll mount this thing on the wall when I find my real head. Ishmael sent me a chastising glare for even suggesting something like that, but she had no choice other than to shrug. Well, it is true. Da da da. There you go. How are you, Ponce? I hope you're doing well. Fuck you, struggling. It's better than hopeless, at least, but still. I'm well, how about y'all? I'm doing alright. I am driving people insane with my idiocy when it comes to this game. Pah, pah, pah. Yay! We won! We won! We won! We won! Ba 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 da 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 ba ba da 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 bum ba da 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 dum. I do think I will have to stop here on account of my voice wanting to fall and fail. So I think I am gonna have to call it here for today in terms of stream. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah. But yeah, I love the coffin. I want that card. I need to learn how to play this game more properly. Because I think I drive you guys insane with them. Just like, this card's pretty. I'm gonna go with this one. Haha. But I have fun playing this game nonetheless. The original plan for me was to try to finish Kanto 3. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. Ba, ba, ba. But I am but my voice is like trying to fail. So I'm like, I need to stop and rest my voice. So yeah. For those of you who are wanting to start streaming at some point, please, please, please listen to your bodies. Please. Have water nearby. If your voice still hurts, if your throat still hurts, even after I need to turn on my media. You do well on it. Yeah. Like, I stream for as long as I'm having fun with the thing, or as long as my body will let me. So that's depending on how tired I get or how warm my voice wants to be. So yeah, it's very, very important to listen to your body. But should learn more on it. I should. I have to watch build videos. I have to watch videos on it. But then that gives spoilers, and I don't want spoilers. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, I will do more video. I will watch more videos. I do plan on continuing with Limbus Company. My goal is to finish this on stream someday, even though it's going to be a little bit. But yeah, we are gonna quickly find somebody to raid. How about raid browser? There we go. So that way I can still reach it. Maybe taking a break would be good. Yee. Because while I do enjoy playing Limbus Company, there is a lot about it that I'm just like, what is this thing? I think we're gonna go ahead and raid. Thank you for the hydrate routine. We're gonna go ahead and raid Dovira Evolutions. They're currently doing VR. Yeah. But I appreciate you guys coming in. I appreciate you guys coming in and watching me struggle with Limbus Company. And I hope to see you guys again in my next streams. Until then, I hope you guys have a good evening, a good day, a good night, a good afternoon, and a good morning. This is Lacrimosa Rose signing off. Bye bye!